Every so often, in the world of sports, a name emerges from the noise, a whisper of a promise that grows into a roar, a talent so immense, so undeniable, it feels like destiny itself. On March 13th, 2004, that destiny was born. Her name was Cory Gauffs. The world would soon know her as Coco. Before she ever held a tennis racket, inspired by the sheer power of the Williams sisters, she was just a baby, several ounces, capable of grabbing only a single finger. Today, we tell the story of the Wonder Kid who took the world by storm, the story of Coco Gauff. Part 1. The Foundation of a Champion. To understand the champion, you have to understand where she comes from. Coco was born in Delray Beach, Florida. And let me tell you, athletics wasn't just a hobby in her family, it was in their DNA. Her parents were high-level athletes themselves. Her father, Cory Gauff, was a force on the basketball court. He played for Georgia State University, a star in his own right. He later became a successful healthcare executive. But a dream for his daughter began to take shape, a dream so powerful he made a life-changing decision. He quit his career. He traded the corporate world for a coach's whistle to become the full-time head coach for his little girl. He once dreamed of her shooting hoops, following in his footsteps, but soon his hoop dream would become a racket dream. And then there's her mother, Candy Odom Gauff, an incredible athlete with her own story. She was a gifted gymnast, but her journey was cut short. Her parents disapproved, and she had to walk away. But that fire inside didn't go out. She channeled it into track and field, becoming a phenomenal heptathlete and hurdler at Florida State University. She was so good, she was named the Track Athlete of the Year for Palm Beach County 2 years in a row. After college, she became an educator, and today she uses that expertise to homeschool Coco, balancing world-class tennis with a world-class education. Her biggest fans, you guessed it, her parents. Watch any of her matches and you'll see them, Cory and Candy living every point with her. The fist bumps, the claps, the intense cheers. They are her rock. And soon, her two younger brothers, Cody and Cameron, will no doubt be leading the cheers right alongside them. Coco herself said it best. She told CBS this morning, "In the match, I try not to look at my parents too much, but definitely when I have a big come on or I scream, I look at them because they kind of hype me up. And then sometimes when I feel a little tight during a match, I look at them because they just give me fist pumps. So that just shows me that everything's going to be okay. They're definitely my biggest supporters." How can you not love that? So how did it all begin? How did this little girl, surrounded by basketballs and track hurdles, choose tennis? Part 2. The Spark of a Racket Dream. It all started with the TV screen. The year was 2009. A 4-year-old Coco Gauff is watching the Australian Open. On the screen, she sees a powerful, determined woman who looks like her dominating the court. That woman was Serena Williams. In that moment, watching Serena hoist the trophy, a fire was lit inside that little girl. At age 6, she picked up a racket for the first time, and she quickly realized something about herself. I wasn't much of a team person. I loved tennis. I was so-so about it in the beginning, because when I was younger, I didn't want to practice at all. I just wanted to play with my friends. But then came the turning point. When I turned 8, that is when I played Little Mo, and after that, I decided to do that for the rest of my life. At 8 years old, she decided. The family moved back to Delray Beach, her father gave up his career, and the mission began. Her father, a basketball player, had to learn an entirely new sport from scratch to coach his daughter. Imagine that dedication. She started with Coach Gerard Loglo, but soon her father took the reins as her head coach and her mother handled her schooling. The Gauff family was all in. Part 3. The Endorsement of a Legend. At age 10, a door opened that would change everything. Patrick Mouratoglou. If you know tennis, you know that name. He's the longtime legendary coach of Serena Williams. His academy in France is a factory for champions. Through his foundation, which helps kids who can't afford elite training, he met a 10-year-old Coco Gauff, and he saw it instantly. Listen to what he said about their first meeting. "I'll always remember the first time I saw Coco. She came over to the Muratoglu Academy in 2014 to try out, and she impressed me with her determination, athleticism, and fighting spirit.